Hey guys, welcome back to Duardin of Underrot, the second episode of this mini campaign set in the Age of Sigmar setting, where I'm here with the Duardins on their epic quest or mission or errand by the heads of Underrot to discover what's going on with a strange door that was recently found in the depths of the caves close to the lodge. A lot of caves full of, sadly, gloomspite gits, those mushroom-laden fools of, well, grots. So, the scene begins, as before, with the three of you entering through one of the doors out of the lodge, out of the Fire Slayer Lodge, or sorry, out of Underrot, as it is known now, into the caverns beneath, well, the lands of the Rustlands. So, starting with Billy. Who are you? Describe your character, and what are you thinking as you start walking through those caverns?
Everybody, my name is Billy, and I am playing Mulgar Stonebreath. And Mulgar Stonebreath, he is I'm fire
Fire Slayer.
fire slayer. I really checked my notes before I started this. He's a fire slayer, and he's probably I don't know if what about you guys, but my character I always envisioned him maybe as being one of the older people of the group. He is completely bald. His skin is not so much pale as it is gray, almost kind of like it looks like he's a corpse. But that's mostly because of the lack of light in the lodge. He has a big, unwielding beard. It goes in every direction. Some of it is braided, some of it is knotted, some of it just has things, bones, stones are like stuck inside of it. Maybe it's decoration, maybe he's just that unkempt. And he doesn't so much wear armor, but he does have a few scraps of it, kind of it looks like on sashes around his body. And on his back, of course, are two giant chipped and broken looking battle axes. But if you were ever to suggest he repair them or fix them, he just like snarls at you and keeps walking. And as he's entering the underworld, he looks back one more time towards the lodge doors that are closing, and he wonders if this will be the last time, that if perhaps this will be the last time. Perhaps he will find a worthy death and never have to see this place again.
Okay. Dan.
Yeah. So, hey guys, I am playing Jack's Forgehand, the engineer, Endrin Master. There we go. From the we're basically steampunk dwarves. We're steampunk dwarves. We have power armor, and that's exactly what you see when you look at Jax. He is basically, about average dwarf height with very bushy, dark hair, dark beard, dark hair, dark eyebrows, dark mustaches, dark. And his armor makes him look like he's both wide and tough, with a very just wide shoulders, big, almost literally barrel chest, giant hands, and just racks of just equipment, all over the armor. That is until end of the day when he has to step out of the armor to use the bathroom or anything like that. At which point the whole thing kind of creaks open, and a very skinny dwarf actually pops out. Usually, the armor is good at many things, but ventilation is not one of them. So we all, by agreement, the pack bound here generally try not to stand downwind when it's time for him to step out of the armor.
And finally, David.
Oh, that was super gross.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Just I imagine every time it creaks open, you just exit with like a
Yep.
Hey everybody, this is Dave, and I am playing Garnet Copperbuckle. Garnet Copperbuckle is is diminutive, even and slight for a dwarf, and not nearing halfling size, but is is not the stocky resemblance of his brethren. He has a shock of bright red hair with yellow and gray streaks in it, and he has these dark onyx eyes in the pupils, and the rest are this dazzling white, which gives him this constant look of like bewilderment or excitement, even when he's calm. And he's pale, extremely pale, with some freckles, Caucasian, with a permanent tan on his back and neck, which is telltale of one of the dwarves that has spent a lot of time above ground in the sunlight. And he wears a very smart, dapper, leather-strapped adventurer's garb, but it'd be the adventurer's garb that you would get from like a catalog. You know, it's like this season's latest, but like what version we are, like a fifth edition garb. Yeah, he's got leather walking boots that have a steel emblazoned heel and steel toes with his insignia on them, and carries with him a rucksack and 2 pistols holstered on either side of him. And for the rest of him being so tightly wound and pulled towards his body, all of his clothes and all of his bags and stuff, the pistols themselves are somewhat loosely hanging, as if they could just fall out of the holsters at any minute, like they were a second thought.
Perfect. So these 3 step through the door and start walking through the various caverns. And as they step deeper and deeper in, the air, of course, gets just a bit heavier, and a bit more of that musky smell that you know is the various types of lichen and mushrooms that make up these caverns. That has become part of the sadly staple diet of your people in these caverns, because up above no longer has life due to the corruption of Nurgle, and you have to eat what's down here, which sadly also puts you in conflict with the other group of entities that love the mushrooms down here, the Gloomspite Gits, the Grots, essentially goblins in any other universe. Chaotic little beings, although not true chaos, just another race that just love combat and are sneaky little bastards, essentially. Mm-hmm. And that's
so they're not like direct attack kind of enemies.
No, they love traps. They love stabbing people in the back. They love using numbers when they can.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And you guys,
they have no honor.
Oh no honor when you're dead. But as you
turn around, there's one on my back, like going through my backpack.
Hey! Kill it! Yeah. So you guys travel for multiple hours, and the Council of Rust, the 3 heads of the city of Underrot, basically gave you basic direction of where they found this strange arcane door. But this was weeks ago. And as you keep going further and further in, they told you it was in a spot that was light in occupation from the Gloomspite Gits. But as you start moving ahead, you start noticing numerous bits of odd equipment left over, the usual type of basically raw equipment of the Grots, just discarded weaponry, ramshackle shields, stuff of that sort. You see a lot of trash as you're walking through, and you realize that they've been through this way before, these Gloomspite Gits. You might have to face more than you had thought as you were traveling.
So, I'm not what you would call master navigator, but nor am I of a ranger foretold in the old tales, but nor am I a hunter of Gits in their Gloomspite ways. But does it seem like we might be walking into less a trap and more of a kind of party that every Grot goes to sleep praying would happen for 3 dwarves to walk into, 3 Duardin to walk into a nest, effectively?
My character stops. Mulgar sniffs the air before just shaking his head. We are entering a nest, but we are not entering a trap. They do not leave discarded weaponry about. They are too stupid. It is always obvious. But we are going into battle. We are going to be drowning in blood. Prepare your little shooters for such action. And then he's going to continue stoically marching forward, keeping his wits about him and his eyes glued towards the shadows or anywhere where possibly one of these, not goblins, could pop out.
All right, everyone.
Suddenly a lawyer cops out from like representing the Lord of the Rings.
You call them maybe rock
Hello,
goblins?
from the Token Estate.
Token Estate.
Rock goblins.
I need everyone to give me awareness rolls.
Yeah, how'd that work?
This is fairly simple, so difficulty is going to be 3. Just one dice has to have a 3.
Okay, and what is this mind?
This is going to be mind. Mind plus your awareness.
Which D6?
D6s. Everything is D6s.
All D6s. All right.
Yep.
See.
So your mind plus how many dots you have.
2 successes.
All right.
In what?
In
What's
awareness.
the skill?
3 successes. 2 of them 6s.
Okay.
Okay. What am I looking for?
3 above.
3 and above.
I got a 4 and a 5.
Okay. Like I said, it's super obvious. As you start walking closer, you start hearing the noise of basically arguing. Common noise you hear, from the Gloomspite gets as they're arguing with each other of what possibly spoils, possibly is somebody insulted somebody else, possibly they're arguing because they're bored. Yeah. Screw you.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, their version of it is like, I want to be the legs of the trench coat this time. No, I want to be the legs.
I am going to approach as softly as my dwarven feet can allow me to move, and I'm going to see how many are there.
Okay. I'm going to give me a stealth roll of 3.
And that's body?
That's body.
Yeah, so that's a 3 difficulty. He needs 3 successes.
No, he just needs one just has to be a 3 or above. Like I said,
I got 3 successes.
Yeah, and it's super simple because they're just arguing with each other, not paying attention.
Just make sure ones don't take anything away.
Ones take nothing away.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. So you start slowly walking through. Well, slowly for you, slowly and stealthily for you, and you turn a corner and you see what looks like numerous grots. A quick count, 12 of them, scrounging through mushrooms. 2 of them seem to be basically having a debate, and by debate I mean screaming match. And all of them seem to be distracted on their own business. This does, as far as you can tell, looking around, this does not seem to be like a camp of some sort. They're just pausing, just maybe having a rest before moving on.
They stop to save their game. That's unfortunate because we're about to be a random encounter.
Mulgar, he snarls in annoyance at these creatures, but other than that, he knows to stick to the shadows. Mm-hmm. And he's going to turn back towards his compatriots and hold up the symbol for 12. Mm-hmm. And then he's going to reach slowly for his battle axes and then just raise an eyebrow towards the other ones to see if they are up for fighting fighting all these creatures or not. Mulgar is always looking for a fight, but he's learned that he has to take in the recommendations of his colleagues.
Or that he's babysitting.
Yeah, I mean, like 12 of these things could kill him probably, and that's not the worthy death that he wants. So he doesn't want to jump out and then turn around and see the 2 of you guys just booking it back towards the lounge.
We're 2/3 of the Oathbound now.
Yep.
There's an opening.
Yeah, exactly. So he's looking towards you to see if you guys are up for a fight or what do you guys want to do?
Just before we start out, I want you guys to be aware that grots are considered a swarm enemy. So the way swarms work is that swarms work in this game is they don't have toughness. Like each individual one doesn't have toughness per se. Essentially, every success you have, every point of damage is you essentially kill a grot.
So I did 12 points of damage. They die.
Yes.
So their number is their hit points.
Exactly. When they're like this, yes.
How high is 12 in respect to this game? Like, if this was one enemy with 12 hit points, how hard is that? What kind of difficulty level, just gut check style as new players?
It depends on it honestly depends on how tough the enemy is. For example, these grots, they have a defense of poor. Like, them as they are standard right now have a defense of poor. And you guys have a attack, well, except for Malgor. So Garnet and Jax, to hit these guys, you require a 3 to hit these guys.
Okay.
On your D6s.
All
For
right,
Malgor, because you have an attack with a melee of great, you hit them on 2s on any dice when you do damage.
And I'm sorry, go on. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you're saying that if we decide to fight this is not one of those encounters that like GMs put in to say like, oh, you're supposed to avoid this. It's just to show you
put
the
them
danger.
in for you to murder. Is what I'm trying to
So
say.
that was kind of my thing.
That's what we want to know.
Okay, all right.
I just wanted to feel like I didn't want this to turn out to be like, no, it's a gritty game where you never go into combat.
No, not for this guy.
He rips your head off and plays fucking volleyball with it with the rest of his Groot friends.
Also they have an initiative of 2. They have the lowest, well, except for Malgor, but PCs go first anyway. So you essentially have first shot.
Bringing up Billy's poor character.
Okay. So as we're looking at each other, we all just share a nod, and maybe it's the soul bound that tells us like we don't need to have much nonverbals. We know exactly what we're gonna do, and in the distance, in our mind, we can hear like the immigrant song playing from Led Zeppelin. And suddenly just bounding out of the shadows with his axes, practically burning bright with ethereal flames. Is Malgar, and he lets out a snarl as he just like dives into this pack. And you're probably arguing about like, why aren't you paying me for the Girl Scout cookies? My children needed you to pay. Oh my god! And suddenly Malgar's there just in a swirl of battle axes and snarls.
Garnet leans over to Jackson and says, I would have preferred us to come up with a plan, but this is fine. This is fine.
So this is the plan every time he's here.
What is everyone's initiative?
Number of some kind. It is blank according to my character sheet.
It's blank.
Dan doesn't have initiative. He can't fight.
Yeah. I go at all times.
Oh, I forgot. Did I forget to write initiative on your character sheet?
And armor and toughness.
What? Did I give you an old character sheet?
Maybe. I mean, I've got my hammer and I've got my gun.
It's assumed you're never Iron Dwarf. That's why.
They just always assumed that we weren't fighting. Dan, you're the speaker of the group. Why are you out here?
Like none of my combat abilities. If it's
I gave you.
superb,
That's an older character sheet.
Yeah.
So your initiative is 6.
All right.
Your metal is 1. Your armor is 1, and your toughness is 7.
My armor is 1. My toughness is 7.
Anything else missing?
All this stuff with extraordinary, superb, good, great, average, poor.
All your dots are average.
Average. Got it.
Yep. Okay.
All right. There we go.
You have wounds?
I have no wounds.
You're up to 6.
I shoot him. Dots. Now he has wounds.
Yep. All right. Okay. With that out of the way, Garnet Copperbuckle, what is your initiative?
5.
Okay, so Jax goes first, Garnet goes next, and then finally Malgor. And then
at 2, baby.
At 2. So Jax, what do you do as you see your buddy charging into the enemy?
Well, while they were deciding whether to attack or not, I took out what I assume is some kind of gun called the God's Eye.
It's basically a lens on your over one of your eyes that you can turn into a laser.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I would like to flip that down.
It's the most excited I've heard Dan in a while.
Pew, pew, pew at the nearest not a goblin.
Okay. So basically roll your ballistics plus your body.
All right. So that is 2 and 2 is 4.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I've got a 5, a 4, a 3, and a 1.
Okay, and you need 3 to succeed against these guys. So how many?
So I got 3 successes total.
3, and what's your damage? What's the damage for your weapon?
For the God's Eye is 1 plus S.
So that's 1 plus successes.
So 4 total damage.
So your laser beam kills 4 grots as it slices through 4 of them.
Yeah, everybody's running into combat, or and he's just like flick. The one full third of the enemy are gone.
Garnet Copperbuckle.
Stealth.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get some higher ground away from where the god laser just came from, so I can flank them.
All right. This is what
I
I'm
don't
gonna
want one bottlenecked place for the goblins to, if they do swarm my friend, to be able to be like, oh, well, let's just
I
go there
will
now.
say this. The only advantage that's like if you're able to stealth on an enemy that doesn't notice you, the only advantage is that for your first strike, their defense becomes poor. The lowest possible. The problem with that is they're brats. They already have the lowest defense possible. Your best bet would probably just shoot them.
I'm going to shoot him then.
All right.
Pew, pew.
All right.
Cool. Roll it.
So that is my... God, what's the skill for shooting again?
Ballistics.
Weapon
plus
skill.
body.
Ballistics.
Ballistics.
Oh,
yeah.
ballistic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus my body?
Yep, and that's 3. And you need 3s or above.
Okay. 3, 3, 3.
All right, so plus, what's the damage for your weapons?
1 plus S.
For both, you have 2 pistols, remember. So you have 2 1 plus S pistols.
Yeah.
So basically, it's going to be your successes plus 2. 1 for each weapon. So what's the total?
Yep, sounds good. So that would be 5. Oh, yeah, 5.
So you kill with those shots from your pistols, you shoot down 5 grots. As bullets basically go through the heads and torsos of numerous grots.
That was the best roll I could ever have on guns, by the way. This is not going to be a consistent thing.
Yep. All right, so that's 9, leaving 3 grots for you when you finally reach them, Malgor.
You dicks. All of you are just dicks. My character was excited. And, you just see the disappointment in Mulligar as, like, a bunch of these guys, they explode. And then he turns towards the other bunch, and then they just get, like, shot down by a barrage of, like, bullets. And then he just turns towards the 3, the weakest of the 3, who are probably cowering in space. And he's like,
wait.
And he just, like, starts spinning. He slaughters them.
No, wait, we can, no, Well,
and so what do I need to roll above?
for you, because you have a great weapon skill, you need 2 or above.
Oh, good.
Fuck.
So,
God, I rolled 5
honestly, I got a lot of 2s. So I was like, oh, well, this is disappointing.
Okay.
But I got 4 successes plus 1 for each battle axe, so 6.
Scythe through wheat.
Yeah, just it is the most lazy murderous spree you ever see. It's like a serial killer killing someone, but you could tell they're going through like a midlife crisis. They're just not really into it. He's like, all right.
I would 100% believe that, like, you kill 2 of them and then you kick the last one against a rock, which bounces back, and you just hold out your blade and it just dies via the centrifugal force.
Mm-hmm.
Mulligar just sighs and says, with Gathar's hammer, I have been avenged. Just so disappointed. But you guys did kill, so he doesn't want to discourage you. So he just kind of like throws his battle axes around until like the corpse and the blood and everything like kind of gets cleaned. And then he puts it back on his back and then grunts for you guys like an appreciation, like thanks. But he doesn't mean it. He's kind of pissed.
Yeah, Jax kind of like goes up, puts an armored hand on Mago's shoulder just for a second. Goes like, next time, if it's only 12 of them, you don't even really have to stop and tell us. You can just keep moving forward, mow them down. We'll catch up.
I understand. I was waiting for some sort of instinct to tell me that it wasn't a bad idea to run right in and kill all those things. And,
Some sort of voice, like some sort of authority that would tell me, like, no, this isn't suicide. This is actually meant to be.
But now that I know that how it is supposed to be, I will bring blood. I don't even know if there's this accent anymore. So yeah, he's just like the saddest kid who just got kicked. Like, he kicked the ball in kickball, but it didn't really matter. So he just kind of does the bases slowly as they cheer on his other teammates. That's how he's walking towards this door or wherever the direction that he has to go. But he is not. He's not happy.
So Iron Man and Thor, which is exactly what you two are, have that moment, and then the camera pans, like, just adjusts a bit over your shoulders as Dan, you have your hand on Malgor's shoulder, and the view from the foreground goes to the background, and my character is collecting all those mushrooms those motherfuckers were arguing over, because food is food, and when you are tired and hungry, it's best just to be tired if you can handle it.
So we're literally, we're Iron Man, Thor, and then you're that guy, that smuggler and that thief from the Marvel series on Netflix, the guy who always ends up in everyone that they pick on. Oh, what's his name?
Howard the Duck.
Yeah, you're Howard the Duck. Let's just go with that, Howard.
No, with 2 pistols, honestly, I'm more like Star-Lord, but let's move on. So yeah.
Okay. And you guys straight up murdered. Just straight up murdered a bunch of those grots. And you go through their belongings. There's not much. Basically, it's their grots. They're mostly naked except for these dark cloaks that these particular Gloomspite gets like to wear. But as you look through, you realize that one of them is carrying a bit of what looks like some sort of stone or masonry. And as you look at it, you realize that it's obviously crafted.
Ooh, can I use crafting to know more about it?
Oh, roll it.
Did you just knock your microphone? Oh, shit.
No, sorry. So
I'm
going to use crafting. So that's mind plus craft?
Yes.
Difficulty 2, 4, 5?
I'm going to say 3 for this.
I made it. 2 5s.
First off, you definitely know it's Duardin make. But it's definitely not from your lodge. And your lodge has been there for a long time. This is something much older. Kalizid, definitely. Some aspect of Kalizid or something else, but definitely Duardin.
This is Duardin. He offers it towards the Sky Master, who knows a little bit more about this stuff than him. And he's like, it's old, but it's not from my lodge.
What's the object again, Jesus? Sorry.
A bit of masonry.
Masonry, okay.
It is a good find.
Yeah, I take a look at it, but so it's basically a bit of masonry. What the hell would that be doing down here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you as a character would not know much about this. Yeah.
Might have something to do with an excavation. We are going to a place that is very old for our people.
Our lodge moved around a great bit, divided. Sometimes exiles were ran from our people. Perhaps it could be part of a exiled group or another lodge, or ancestors that have long been forgotten. Regardless, these whelps shouldn't have it. It is ours for the taking. And he's kicking one of the carcasses away, just kind of in disgust that they would touch something of Duardin, not Dwarven, make. He says, I say Duardin, he looks towards the shadow, and there's the tokens like lawyer nodding his head.
The tokens lawyer is the scariest chaos god.
Okay. Good.
Jesus, I'm going to take one of the intact cloaks.
Yep.
Stuff it in my bag.
Okay, you do so.
And we are continuing on unless there's anything else you guys want to do.
Nope.
Leave something horrifying for the next group of knock goblins. So it's like really like a murder. It's like a Friday the 13th style, like cuts, and there's a lot of high strings playing as they keep cutting away. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Anybody?
No, we're good.
Do we not? What's the rule for? Okay, we can just keep moving.
Yeah. And you continue traveling. More signs of grot habitation, or at least grots moving through the area. And as you get closer and closer to the spot told to you by the Conclave of Rust, you start hearing more of the arguments and talk and food gathering of the grots. And you realize you are, as Margor saying, going towards a nest. And as I say that, I'm going to pull up the battle map.
Dun, dun, dun.
And we're back with the battle map, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, you walk in. You walk into that, and you see distracted three swarms of grots, each of them distracted by their random business, collecting mushrooms, cooking, fighting, yelling at each other. As you look upon them, you notice that there's two in front, right there. Around these, like I said, they're collecting mushrooms. They're smaller mushrooms, but you can also see these massive mushrooms. Some of them taller than you, that they're collecting pieces from. Some of them seem to be brewing them into some sort of potion. Some of them seem to be munching them. There's a few grots who have very wide eyes that are staring off into nothingness for who knows what reason.
Leave them alone. They're just having a good time. Leave the Dan and David Grotz alone.
Yeah. And as you look at them, you do realize that some of those grots are carrying what looks like these crude shields, which I'm going to say out of character means they're going to be tougher than the grots you faced before. Their defense is going to be average instead of poor. So it's going to be a little tougher to fight them.
So that means the difficulty to hurt them is higher, correct?
Yes. For Garnet and Jax, it's 4. I just noticed on this screen, I am apparently Malgor, and give me a second, listeners. But yeah, so
Billy, this is your chance. Billy,
Do it.
by right of conquest, you're the storyteller. Like, what's up? What's up? Like,
Okay, everybody. Instead of this game, we're playing. Let's just Monster Hearts. Monster Hearts. David.
Okay, Monster Hearts. Okay,
Who do you seduce?
Okay, I'm the werewolf, and I'm totally gonna spray my scent all over the first group of Groots or whatever.
I'm done. I'm done with this game. I'm not having fun anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Monster Hearts. You chose Monster Hearts. Like, you would
Monster.
be less disturbed.
Not Monster Hearts. Monster Hearts. You son of a bitch. They're the cleaner version. Your sex move is holding hands, motherfucker.
And we're back. Oh, well, yeah, we didn't edit out. That was funny. But anyway, yes. You notice they have shields, so they're a bit tougher than the other group that you had faced before.
Okay,
And
cool.
behind them, you realize that the swarm of grots right behind them has a significant number of what looks like these very crude bows, or in the language of the grots, shooters.
Hey, now I have shooters. Quick question.
Shoot.
This technical one. Will the audience be able to see the screen that you've put in front of us?
I already
Okay,
flipped them over. Yes.
Okay, so they have an idea. Great,
Yes.
great. Okay. And the
how
method
many
of
is a swarm? And how many is a swarm?
All of you give me awareness test to get an accurate number. This could be difficult because they're hiding behind mushrooms and stuff like that. So I'm going to say difficulty 4, and you need 2 successes.
I forgot mushrooms are like mad large.
Yes.
In this, and the lighting is lichen, like illuminated.
Bioluminescent lichen. Yep.
Nice.
Failed
Okay.
a lot. There's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Approximately 1 swarm's worth.
Oh, and before we go on, listeners, I know that in the main rules, usually movement is set with zones and like with stuff like zones. So there's like a short range, medium range, etc., and you can move between them. It's more theater of the mind than anything else. But there was these optional rules to use a grid and a map. And there's 2 reasons I wanted to do it. One, because I wanted to because we're on Twitch, I don't want it to show a map of these people coming, and it's easier for us as characters to see the map and try to figure out where we are in positioning. And number 2, I love the lore of Age of Sigmar, but A, I don't have the time to play the actual game, and B, I can't afford to play the actual game because I'm poor, and this game is super expensive. So this is the only chance I'm ever gonna probably have to play Age of Sigmar. So we're doing this.
Also, your player David is a fucking stickler for movement rules. I don't know what it is. Movement rules in combat keeps me awake at night. So
this is my gift to you, David. Let's do this. So far they don't notice you.
So
do you
for
guys
the
do?
awareness roll, I got
awareness roll.
I'm sorry, I got 1, 5, 2 4s and a 1.
All right, you succeeded. I failed. Just a
Okay.
1 and a 5.
Jax, did you roll?
I did not roll, but I
but
can.
yeah, all right. But Garnet succeeded, so I'm assuming Garnet will tell you.
Yeah.
You look past the mushrooms without getting noticed as much as you can, and you notice that each of these groups, like before, it seems to be 12 or so grots, and behind them there seems to be like 12-ish number of grots, but all of them, the ones in the back, like I said, seem to be primarily shooters with some sort of crude bows.
So that's 24, 36. That's 36 enemies.
Yeah.
That's 36 enemies.
But
Y'all.
remember, they're swarm, so each.
Yeah, they're
That's
12 each.
36 health levels, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, so 3 rounds, they're dead. Cool, got it.
I'll also say the way damage
Say
works
that now.
The way damage works for grots, at least for this swarm of grots, is each swarm has 1 static damage, and each grot is an additional dice.
Oh no.
So there's 36 dice there.
Well, if they all attack one target.
If they all attack one target.
Okay. And the long range ones are in the back.
Yes.
So okay, so I'm gonna hunker down with. I'm gonna like kind of wave everybody over, like form up. Let's have a little, little talkie. So judging by the performance before, I think that one of these groups wouldn't be a problem. Two, perhaps even not a problem, but I called this huddle together because it's the third group that could be very disadvantageous to us in the fact that they can simply volley arrows at whomever group 1 or 2 are attacking. And so we have to be very cautious about how we want to engage in this battle. Otherwise, Malgor will not find an honorable death, and Jax and I will simply just find death.
Very agreed.
Ideas? I'm open to ideas.
We go in and kill them quickly.
You think there's going to be more, but he just stares at you, just nodding his head like, I nailed it. Like, plan A, that's all we got, baby.
And the conversation with Malgor is always over because he looks just beyond you to his 1,000-yard stare and clearly relives some horrifying memory.
Absolutely.
Yep.
But then he kind of shakes his head, realizing he's with you guys, and then says, if we could get one of you to handle the group in the back, that would allow for the others to deal with those without the shooters.
Jesus, how big are grots? How tall are they?
They're actually shorter than you, Duardin. They're about half your size.
Okay.
Well, actually, more like a third of your size.
And these little circles that we see on the grid, those are giant mushrooms and stuff. So
yes.
Is there a way that we could sneak around some of them?
You could try.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I don't have a great sneak at all, but we could try, guys. One or two of you guys could go, and we could try attack them from the back after Mulgar runs forward. And if we split it just right, Mulgar doesn't turn into a pincushion.
So I've played role-playing games before, so I got stealth. Anyone else?
No, I do not do stealth.
Fucking nice.
Dude, I'm Iron Man. I don't do stealth.
Actually, that gives me an idea.
Is it just running forward and killing them all?
So here's the thing.
Nailed it.
Here's the thing. Grots as a whole have a natural awareness of 1. So basically, you need to get higher than a 1 in successes in order to sneak past them.
Fuck, Jesus, I forgot I have a familiar this entire time. We'll deal with that later. I mean, it's in my backpack. Whatever, it's not a big deal.
We could try sneaking. I'm all.
Yeah,
if you guys want, we could try sneaking. But
I'm going to say that you two sneak to the right, to the east. I'll sneak to the west, and that's definitely not because I have the best chance of getting through this.
Great. And if we get caught, we just start firing. And then your job, David, who will probably succeed, is to get to that shooter group and take them out, or at least to keep their attention away from us.
Yep, no problem.
All right, so yeah, this is a stream. Let's not sit there and debate for 15, 20 minutes. This is a stream. This is a Twitch, whatever it is. Let's just go. So to the east, to the west.
Okay. So move your little pieces and tell me exactly where you're going to move.
All right.
What's our movement distance?
Right. Yes. So this is the way movement works. Everyone has they can move their free action. There's action, movement, and if you want, you can use a free action to move additionally. You can move a total of 30. Each square is 5. You can move for movement. You can move a total of 30. Additionally, you can use your free action to move an additional 15. So essentially, if you use a free action in your movement, you can move a total of 45 per turn. But since this is not combat, you can just move right now if you wanted to.
So before you do anything else, I'm trying to get this out. I remember I have one of my abilities is what's it called? Tactician. Yes. So basically, Billy, as you go forward, Jax will kind of tap you on the shoulder, go quickly. Keep going. Don't attack until I say the word. He's gonna watch until as soon as Billy's in range, he's gonna go attack. Basically, Billy, you will get 3 extra dice on your attack roll.
But that means on that turn you won't be able to take an action.
It takes one of my actions.
Yeah, so you won't be able to attack if you order him to attack.
That's fine.
Just wanted to be sure you're aware of that. Okay,
Cool.
yeah.
So
Didn't we have like 2 actions though? Was the whole thing with this?
You can use metal to have an extra action.
Okay, gotcha. So we only really get 1 action normally.
Mm-hmm.
so
Yes.
Dan, you're coming with me.
Yeah, I'll follow along behind, but my action is going to be to buff you.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
So I need both of you to give me stealth rolls as you get close to the grots.
Yeah. So Dan, Jesus, this is where we're going.
No, I'm not. Fuck you. I'm not doing a stealth roll. I have 0 stealth. My ability works from medium range. I'm staying behind, watching and yelling when it's time for you to attack.
You're doing great, buddy.
So for medium range means you can do it effectively up to 60 feet away.
Yep, which I believe these things are pretty much in range of that.
Yep.
So I need to get above. I need to get above 1.
Hmm?
What do I have to get above?
Yes,
Jesus?
above. I believe above 1. Yes.
Well, how do I fail if their awareness is 1? How do I fail? Then?
You need to have 2 successes, or is it 1 success? You know what? I'm going to look up real quick natural awareness because I forgot.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if it's 1, it's like, well, no matter
The
what.
difficulty is 1, and the minimum that we can roll is a 1.
No, I think
No. The minimum you can roll is nothing.
Yeah, no, you just have to get at least one
Success.
Oh, okay. So what's the difficulty? There it is.
Yeah, the difficulty is just 1.
So
Actually,
so
what's the number I have to get over in order to get that success?
actually, I guess we're on the side of the grots. How do they succeed? Like, I'm kind of feeling bad for the grots.
Trust me, if you've read the lore, you shouldn't. Let's see here. Here we go.
Also, you might want to bookmark Loyal Companion, because I don't know what that does either.
Okay.
Anyways. Now I just have the Munsters song stuck in my head, and you know where they covered that. You know where they covered that. Hee-haw. True story. Not true. That's not true at all. That's not even a little.
Oh, okay. I got it. All right. So the way it works is you need at least 1 dice to roll a 4 to succeed.
Okay.
Oh, that's different. Okay.
Yeah. You said, like, oh, guys, don't worry. Everybody's going to succeed at this. It's
Yeah, my apologies. I read that wrong.
Well, I got 3 successes. So,
okay, you're able to sneak close.
I'm really so my character is like right here and he's waiting for him to see him, but apparently he's doing really good on this blending in.
I'm trying to sneak away.
You do, but you're walking through, but as you're doing full Arnold Schwarzenegger and Predator as you're just coating yourself in mud.
Yes.
Just
mud.
Just taking himself way too seriously.
At least you hope it's mud. Grots are not very clean creatures.
Neither am I.
All right. What are the other 2 of you doing?
All right.
As soon as he's in range, I'm yelling, attack!
You okay?
Oh, so we're not
bonus.
You're not waiting for Garnet?
I mean, I thought that's what we were doing this round. Are we?
Yeah.
Garnet, make sure Garnet gets into a position.
Yeah, no, we're still technically not in combat. So whenever, if what we discuss is like when Garnet takes a shot, then I tell you.
Yep.
Fine.
Yeah. Garnet, get into position now, please. Yes.
Yeah, get into position.
So I got 1 success.
All right, yeah, get into position.
All right, so I'm going to.
You're the bearded guy.
You're the bearded guy.
Oh, am I moving it myself? Or?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I can move it for you. So you're like
right.
Your goal was to get like right here.
Yes.
Okay.
But we have to make sure that that's in my movement. So 1, 2, 3.
Well, since we're not in combat, we're not counting movement.
Okay.
We're just kind of getting there, and then now, as soon as we start attacking, then we have to start focusing on movement.
Yep.
That's how I was pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, let's do that. Fuck it. Let's do that. Yes. Let's do that. Let's not worry about the tactics. Our words you'll never hear come out of my mouth except from my friend's stream. Okay. Let's do this.
All right. So we're ready when you are, Dan.
Yeah. Kill it.
Okay. All right.
That's your tactician. Kill it hard.
Yeah. Hit it again.
You're pointing at a sign. It's like kill it easy, kill it medium, kill it hard. You're like tapping hard with the stick.
Yep. All right, then you attack. PCs are going to go first because they have super low initiative. So what's
All
your
right.
total dice you're rolling right now?
Well, I go at 2, so I think David would be the one who would go before me, right?
Actually, that's a good point.
David
No, I
goes
think
at-
But
Dan
if
goes
you want to
first.
say that Garnet, if you want to say Margot goes first, we can do that.
I'm going to save my action because
Cool.
the last thing I need is everybody to know that I'm there before they know that he's there.
You know what? That's fair.
All right, so these are the things. Yeah, these are the things that I'm doing as I'm walking up. First off, as I'm preparing to strike, I'm slowly cutting myself with my blades. Like I'm outlining the scars on my cheek with the sharp end of my blades, thus activating my runes.
Okay.
Which gives me an additional space for my wound track, gives me some armor.
Mhm.
So by the time he's screaming "go," my skin seems to be more rock than actual skin, and it kind of burns in that ethereal hellfire
Mhm.
as my character launches himself towards this group, snarling the entire way. Now, Jesus, I'm just attacking, but
Okay.
the way I'm attacking, I'm doing 2 things.
Okay.
First off, I'm using Battle Rage, which as a free action, you could choose to reduce your defense a number of steps to increase your melee.
Mhm.
So my defense is 2, so I'm lowering it down by 1. And that makes my melee, which is good, great.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Now,
I'm
I will
doing
say before you do that, I will say this: they're already at poor, which is the lowest possible
Mhm.
for these particular creatures. Tougher creatures, this would make more sense, but these are like the most pathetic of creatures, so it wouldn't benefit you to become a great at attack.
so it doesn't give me more dice. I'm just trying to
no,
get as
basically it makes like if this was a tougher enemy, it's easier to hit the person. It doesn't
Alright,
give you
so,
more dice.
Didn't you say that some of them have shields?
Oh right, yes, they have shield. I forgot I gave them that. Yeah, so yeah, do that. Never mind. So
Okay,
it's,
well,
so it's back
okay,
from
hold
3
on.
to 2. Go ahead.
Okay. Then so it's 3 to 2.
Yep.
And then I'm going to be using Underdog, which is if 2 or more enemies are within close range, which I'm assuming they are.
Yes.
At the start of your turn, your melee increases 1 step. This
Oh.
benefits last until the start of your next turn.
Okay. All right.
So I'm at Superb.
Yeah,
Nice.
the minimum you can hit was you still need a 2 to hit, but yeah, you're a murder machine right now.
Yeah,
So
keep in mind you
4
have 3 extra dice from me.
Yes.
So I get 4. I'm at like 4 body, and I get 2 weapon skills. But then I got these 2 focus. Does that lower it down?
The focus basically, you can use your dots in focus to increase a die by 1 or 2
Okay, but
That's
I
after
thought-
you roll.
after you roll.
Yeah, I thought it's basically you can re-roll that many dice.
No,
if you
not
choose
reroll.
to per.
No, basically, like for example, if you have 1 dice that's like 1 below what you need to succeed, you can use a focus to increase it by 1.
Right. Yeah.
All right, so what do I need to roll? Get above.
Because of you're a badass right now, 2 or above.
2, 3, 4, 5. So 6. I got 6. So 6 successes plus the 2 for my battle axes. That's 11, and then I get 3 extra dice.
Wait,
from Dan.
11.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. 6, 7, 8.
8.
And Dan, you said I
You have
got
3 more dice.
3 more
3 more
dice.
dice. All successes. So
Wait, so that's 11.
11.
Then 11. Plus, have you spent your focus?
I have
The ones that aren't successes, are any of them? Oh, yeah.
No.
If, all you need is a 2.
Yeah,
So-
all of them are successes. So
Okay, all of them
all
were
of them are
successful.
successes.
Okay.
So you literally did the most you could possibly do.
yeah, 11. Unless there's a way to increase one more. No,
Leave that last.
No, so
garage.
because this is so badass, I want you to explain to me like how you like leave one pathetic grot and covered in blood.
You tell the story.
So basically, one of these grots right now is he's trying to explain to people about what's the best way to hunt mushrooms. Like some of them are picking them off the walls, some are going to the big mushrooms, but if you want the real juicy mushrooms, the truffles, you got to dig down deep. So he sticks his head into the sand and starts digging. And what you see is just his backside as blood and like spittle and screams are heard. It splashes on him, but he thinks they're just being goofy and he's like waving his hand away. He's like, stop, get the water away from me. And then when he pulls his head up with truffles in his mouth, the truffles fall to the ground as he gasps, and everybody around him is dead. And not just dead as in they all fell over and died. It's like they exploded. And instead of their deceased bodies, there is like a dwarf covered in their blood, breathing heavily with this wild eye look. And the only thing this gobbo can do, I look towards the lawyer, who kind of gives me a look, realizing I almost said goblin. Is he just sticks his head back into the soil and starts digging, hoping beyond hope that he could just dig his way out of the situation.
I fucking love that.
Mhm.
I love that.
So yeah, they're dead. 11 of them are dead, and one is trying to dig himself a grave. If he's going to die, he'll die like a human inside the soil. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Garnet, beat that. Oh, wait. Malgor, you can use metal to have an extra action.
What?
So what does that what does that mean?
You can attack again if you wanted to.
Oh,
How does metal come back?
You gain 1 per turn. So you just essentially in
Right.
this case,
yeah, so you should be using it every turn. That's where I got that idea that you always get 2
That's it,
actions.
Yep.
Because you
Okay.
effectively kind of do.
So an
Oh,
action.
in that case, I will spend my 1 metal to have an action after yelling. I'll use my
Okay.
laser when I get
Okay.
a chance. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
alright.
I can still. So is my action since I was close range before and I attacked him, I can still move, can't I?
You already. Actually, yeah, you can technically move because you were moving before combat started.
Yeah.
So you could move to the other group if you wanted to.
Yep. And I'm leaving that one to dig, and I'm running, but I'm not going to be able to kill as many as I just did. So
Okay.
No.
I'm diving into them, I guess.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6. And what's the difficulty to what?
Because you're still doing the underground. Yeah, 2.
I have to spend one of my points to reroll.
Hmm.
Okay.
Wait,
One of
reroll?
my I have to spend one of my
Focus only. You only add it to a
Oh,
die.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled a 1, so I have to get 1 to.
Yeah,
to
so
a 2,
if you
so.
succeed, yeah, so use your focus to succeed with that. So,
So that is 8. Another 8 die.
Damn.
But yeah, it's only 8 guys. I'm sorry.
so you, Jesus, I'm gonna have to
You're
calculate
running
some
that-
calculus for in the future.
Oh, my bicep.
Oh God, my back. Okay, I lean forward, allowing for Dan to have the perfect shot with his predator.
Yeah.
Exactly. If that's the case, I believe I can now.
Okay.
Yeah. Which group is this? The one that you're under?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
the
there's one group that only has one
Yeah,
left
there we
covered
go,
in
that's
blood
the one.
and basically traumatized for the rest of his life. And there's
And
the
then
other
there's
group that he
a little
attacked.
further up. That's got 4 people left.
4 people left. Yep.
4
Yeah,
grots.
the tiny group. I just made the tiny group is the one that has 1 left, and the big group is where I'm at right now.
Mhm.
4, 5, 6. All right, I would need to move up to like here to be in medium range. But
Mhm.
having done that, I will now attack.
Okay.
Spend my metal and roll ballistics plus. It's ballistics plus body, right?
Yep.
Before the laser. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And remember, for you, the difficulty. sorry. The difficulty is going to be 4.
Yeah, I got a 6, a 6, a 6, and a 5.
Well, darn.
Damn. So that's 5, 1 plus S. So that's yeah. Like a scythe made of light.
Mm-hmm.
So how many did you kill?
5, but there were only 4.
So yeah, you killed 5.
Yeah.
A little
So
bit of light bounces off the mushroom and kills that other one.
Wait, so Billy's character runs up, kills, what, not 9,
20.
10,
20.
11? No. No.
Oh
this
yeah,
second
yeah,
group,
8, yeah,
8.
8.
Yeah, so you
It's
killed
because, like-
19 so
And the rest, like, he stumbles, catches his axe inside of like a stalagmite, and like starts to pull it out, and the other goblins look around like, advance them! And as they raise up their weapons, a laser goes through all of their sword arms.
it's just like in the darkness in that tunnel that we came from, there's just like a red gleam. And then fire.
All right, and David, it's your turn unless you want the bow people to go next.
Golly gee, I don't, but I don't want to try to follow up that. All right, so I seeing that and then turning away at just the right moment so I'm not haunted for the rest of my life. And I just open fire on the bow people.
Open fire. Difficulty
Alright.
for you is going to be 4.
All right, so this is a body plus ballistics.
Yep.
All right. I got a 6.
Okay. Just 1/6?
Yep. Yeah, it's only 3 dice. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so plus the damage from your guns, you shoot down 3.
Yep. So I'm using 2, but because I only got 1 success.
Yeah, so it's just total successes plus the damage from your weapons. Yeah.
So I'd like to use my metal to go again.
Okay.
2 5s and a 4. Wait, what's my difficulty?
4.
4.
Yes, so 3 successes.
So 6 successes total.
Oh no, that'd be
plus
5.
Yeah. So sorry. Yeah. So 5 plus the other. So you shoot down 8.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So it's less a pistol and more like a miniature shotgun that's blasting out of your pistol.
I basically, so I've got 2 pistols in my hands and they're revolvers, so I just fan the one revolver and then switch and then fan the other revolver.
All right.
But the best part is none of these guys see me, so they only see like a flash of my shadow. So like, who's to say it's probably echo? Like you've never seen Garnet actually fight before, like in any real sense. So probably just the echo of the cavern makes it sound like that much gunfire is going off. He probably got lucky.
Yeah. And with that out of the way, everyone else who's left is gonna go. Well, the 2. Let's see. You killed 8 there, 8 there. The 2 groups of grots. Well, one grot group. And
one grot group is gone completely. The other grot group has one that's digging himself.
Yep.
Yeah, the other group
that one is digging into the ground, trying to dig into the earth and disappear. And this one over here, this group, it just has the 4.
4, yeah.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm just for kicks for this particular group, just to see what happens. I'm just gonna roll for them to see if they shoot you.
Shoot whom?
Garnet.
Nope. Don't like this plan.
You know what? What's your defense is 3, so they need a 5 or above.
Okay. How do I tell what my defense is?
It's on your character sheet. Yours is set at average.
Okay.
For defense, yeah. So basically, because you're average and they're poor, they need a higher roll to hit you.
Okay.
They got 2 successes plus 1, so you take 3. You basically take 3 damage as the 4 left look at you, pull up their bows, and basically shoot you a lot.
Oh shit! So what does that have to do with my toughness?
Toughness. Toughness is kind of like stamina and rotted cape. So you take 3 toughness, and then once you get through toughness, you'll start taking wounds. So I think you only take 3 damage.
You only take 3 tough. Yeah, so minus 3 from your toughness.
Okay, cool,
great.
Yep. And with that, you hear 3 of them as you see 3 squigs start charging forward.
The reconnaissance would have been useful, but it's a stream, so we didn't want to plan too much.
Well, here's the thing. It's being recorded, not streamed, so...
Okay, we'll let it go on record.
Also, I'm sorry. I'm only here for an hour, so let's fucking party.
So, with that, the squigs charge, and then you also hear behind the squig, you see because you're at a bad angle, you hear a flash of magic, and you see what the familiar flash of some sort of magic as something's being cast, but you can't see who's casting it.
I'm assuming it's an ally.
Yep.
Probably Angela's character. Let's bring out Angela.
And the squigs are noted as fast, so they can move 60. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ah, crap. Just out of range.
Out of range for whom?
For Malgor. Oh, wait. Free action. Boom.
Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jumping over that one guy. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Free action. 1, 2, 3. Boom. And both are going to attack. Two of them are going to attack Mulgore. 1 second.
My defense at this point is poor because I am manly.
Yes, you are. With that out of the way, then.
I'm sorry, it's poor because of what?
I lowered it in order to do more damage.
No worries. What's our initiative again?
Okay.
Say it again?
Yours is 7.
-7 because I think it's actually might be higher. So I've got initiative is 6. You told me originally, and I have a basically I think that gives me +2 initiative.
No, I think I already added that in. I think. I
Okay,
can't
so
remember.
that's,
It's been a while since I created your characters, but I'm pretty sure I added it in initially already.
okay.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you have the highest initiative anyway.
Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Anyway, so these the squigs, the 2 squigs are going to attack you, Malgor, and you said you're now at poor for defense, right?
Yes.
All right, so they need a 4 to hit you.
Good.
And hit me they shall.
So the first one, Jesus, 1, 2, 3, 4. One bites into you for 6.
Great.
That was a really good roll on their part. And the other one,
what does armor do? What does armor
minus
do?
1?
So
Yeah.
armor. So I minus. So I have 3 armor currently. So that one
3
does
armor.
3. Yeah, that one. Yeah, but I have armor. Then I had 2 armor naturally. Then if I cast the spell, I get another armor.
Oh, okay.
So it only did 3 damage or 3.
Yeah,
Yep,
only
cool.
did 3 damage. Okay, there we go.
Fucking baller! Hell yeah!
Which means the other one's going to attack. 1 second.
Of course it can.
Oh, I just noticed the one's right next to me, and I don't like that.
2. This one only attacks you for 4 damage.
All right, so he takes 1. Okay, so
Yep.
cool.
And then the other one is going to attack our good friend Garnet.
Not necessary.
It's not, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, lucky you. You only take 2, 3 damage.
Okay, so
Bites
that's going to bring me up to 6 damage with my toughness, I believe. I didn't write down. So when does toughness come back?
You have to take a 10-minute break.
Okay, so I'm pretty much done with toughness after
Yes.
this.
So any more
I've got
damage?
1 toughness left, I believe.
Yeah.
so.
Any more damage after that? Like once you lose your toughness, all damage is wounds.
Yeah, and
Okay.
David, are you lowering with armor?
I have no armor.
Oh, you have no armor. Okay.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. And like I said, there was magic in the background, and then top of the round, and then the actual initiative is going to start, and you hear the flash of magic again because whoever's in the back has initiative of 8, so he's going to go first. And then I think Jax, I think you have the highest initiative after that. So what are you going to do?
I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hit that squig that's right next to me with my big ass hammer.
All right, hit him with your big ass hammer.
The ether might hammer. So let's see. That is weapon skill 2 and body again. So pretty much the exact same roll. That is a 6, a 4, a 4, and a 2. What was I rolling for?
1 second. Let me switch back to the screen. Okay, so it has a defensive poor, so you need to hit at a 3 or higher.
Okay, so I got 3 successes, and I'm going to spend 1 focus from that weapon skill for this roll to bump that 2 up to a 3, giving me 4 successes on this roll. And the damage on the Aethermite hammer is 3 plus S, so 7 damage.
You flatten the squig.
Dope.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know what these traits mean: etheric, crushing, loud, and two-handed.
Doesn't matter too much in this case, but it's very loud as you squish it.
Good.
Yep, and that's your turn. You can use metal, but you can't move with your. You can only do an action. So
yeah, so I would not be. Well, no, I could. Yeah, I could.
you have God
I should
laser,
use my metal and use my eye
yeah,
laser.
you forget
on the
you have
other
a
one.
laser. You can use that if you wish.
So I'm gonna spend 1 metal, roll, and just. And let's see. That is only 2 successes there, dealing a total of 3 damage.
You do a
And
nice
it is,
clear
and it
mark
is
on the
penetrating, so I guess that means if they have armor,
It doesn't have armor.
it goes through. Yeah.
So it slices through. It is not happy.
You needed help, friend.
Oh, was that towards mine or towards?
That was yeah. So that was at you.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure which one you attacked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So you killed one and the other one's hurt.
Great.
So next is Garnet.
Well, this has gone south. Sorry, I was just looking at the moves. I'm thinking of retreating.
That'll take you entirely out of the combat.
Oh.
Like,
escapes the battle. Okay.
Yeah, it's like you straight up escape the battle.
Okay. Do enemies get attacks of opportunity in this game?
I don't believe so, and I'm going to just say no in this case. It's probably in the rule. I'll check it again later, but I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
Hey Zeus, with the idea of us being soulbound, what does that mean? Do we kind of get a sense of what each other's thinking, that kind of stuff?
Kind of, yeah.
Granted, you definitely get the feeling that if you take out the rest of those gobos, I look towards Tolkien's lawyer again. I will immediately come and I will use my round to get to your guy and take him on.
Okay, that sounds great. Yeah, I will do that.
Because we have four gobos with bows.
Yes. So I would like to take out the rest of the goblins with bows, and then I'm going to spend my metal to get the hell away from this goblin dog.
I want you guys to remember that you also, because I may forget, you guys also have Soulfire, which also gives you extra abilities.
What the
Soulfire at the bottom of the cheat sheet I gave you guys for later.
Oh, I saw Soulfire. I assumed it was for the fire killer or whatever his name for Billy's character.
No,
murders fire.
No, remember it's a group. Remember, it's a group pool that everyone shares. That can. Yeah. It's hard to get back. Unlike metal, metal comes back every turn. Soulfire basically is another thing entirely.
Right. That's right. And it only comes back once every, like, in between games or something.
It's kind of like you basically have to put an effort to, like, bring it back through endeavors and stuff. Like, it's a complicated. I'll get into it if it becomes an issue. But
we only have one per person. Oh, we know it's a group. It's a group thing.
Pool. So everyone has to decide to do it.
Okay. Cool.
Anyway, just so you know. But yeah, shoot some grots.
Shoot the arrow grots.
Shoot them
first and foremost. That is a 5.
Yep. For these, because these aren't shielded.
Okay.
So basically, you just need a 2 to hit these guys. Sorry, a 3. No, a 3. Sorry, I apologize, to hit these guys.
Okay. Still got a 5.
Okay, yeah. You shoot one plus the 2 damage from your pistols, so 3 damage. So there's one grot left with one pissy little bow.
Not going to worry about it.
Okay.
Cool. I got it. So I'm going to spend my metal to run, to get away.
Okay, run.
Yep.
And
how many squares do I go? I'm sorry.
You're actually no. What you can just use your movement to move, which is up to 30 away if you want to.
Okay.
Because you have a move, you just shot. So you didn't use your metal then in that case.
So David, you could use your metal again if you want to do whatever.
Yep. So you can shoot him again if you want.
Yeah, I would like to do that. I'd like to.
So shoot, and then run.
2 6s.
You shooting the grots or the squig?
The grots.
Well, the one grot is now very dead, as basically 2 shots go out, one goes through each eye, and basically his back of his head is exploded.
And now I run away.
Right, cool. Okay. And as you're running away, that thing turns to go after you, and Mulgar's there with his axes, big old grin on his face as they come smashing down on that poor defenseless squig. And I'm attacking. What do I have to get to get this guy?
He's poor. You just need 2 or higher. Jeez.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to spend one of my focus points. I get my focus points back every round, right?
Yeah, use them every turn. Yeah.
Yep. Then I'm going to increase that. So I rolled 6 damage. So 8 points of damage goes into this thing.
Well, you just realized a new thing. Like, you know how you can make sushi, like from you could just make sushi squid. It's a delicacy.
Yeah,
I think you can really get into as you literally turn this into mincemeat.
So cool. I kill that thing, and then
I thought he went all old boy and just shoved the still living like animal into his mouth.
So that was my movement. I had to move to that to kill him.
Yeah.
So that means the squig will get another turn.
The
squig's
very dead.
Oh, no, the squig that was on
one that's still alive. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, that one will still get one more shot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Actually. So
I'm going to spin and I'm going to throw my axe at it.
Hey.
Okay. Now this is ranged.
Yep. This is so I'd be using ballistic skills.
Yeah. So you need a 4 to succeed.
Cool. Wow. 4, 4, 4, 6.
Nice.
Right between. Well, I guess it's just right between its eyes.
Yeah. So that's 5 points of damage to a thing that already had 3 points to it.
Yep.
Jesus. Soulbounds are nasty. I like it. Okay. So you're very dead.
The rest of us are just doing like Like one of us is playing commentary with Dan's character. Like, it's a beautiful night for a combat scene. And my character is just shooting the people who haven't shot yet.
Okay. Everyone's dead as far as I can tell.
How far is that Gabo that's digging? How's he doing?
Oh, he's gone. He's on another game.
He's got his passport. He's in it to win it.
You know what? I'm going to roll for that Gobbo just out of curiosity. Like, I'm going to say how many 4 abubs he gets.
Above.
Jesus. Okay, so just only 2. So he's halfway through.
All right.
His butt is in the air. They're waving. His legs are waving.
He's not a worthy kill. My character walks towards the squig, pulls out his battle axe, and I guess we're approaching wherever that we're heading towards wherever that sound of magic is coming from.
Right. We have to go meet Angelo's characters.
All right, so you're just rushing towards that magic?
Well,
no, rushing is a strong word here.
Yeah, we're cautiously approaching.
Like we're coming like around this corner here.
Yeah.
So you're trying to be stealthy?
Sure.
Yeah, we might as well try.
Yeah, I'm going to take about 10 minutes of stealth.
Mm-hmm.
10 long resting minutes of... Okay, let's do this. All right.
All right, then let me switch over to the other screen. And you see in front of... You see what looks like a grot, but this one you realize is some sort of shaman with a little mushroom cap growing out of his head. And seems to be chanting in front of what looks like at first glance, looks like a door. Like a door standing straight in the middle of this small pond. A door that looks of Duardin make, but it doesn't seem to attach to anything.
Oh.
And then you see the creature turn towards you as soon as you get close. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I know we were trying to stealth, but he did hear us like slaughter.
Yeah. So there's not really much stealth you could do in that.
He knew we were out there. There was
That could have been anybody's gunfire, axe murders, and laser death.
Well, you know what, Jesus, you know what, to help everybody, because this might help them. Mulgar is definitely stepping out in the middle here, covered in blood. So it looks like maybe Mulgar. This was all Mulgar. So basically, that would maybe help you guys sneak and give you guys a better chance to hit
him. So since you're getting in range...
Mulgar is carry in.
All right. In a panic, you see he quickly turns as soon as you get into range. As you look upon him, you realize what the magic was cast upon him. As you see in front of him was some sort of like a bluish energy that you realize is maybe some sort of shield. But around him, there's also these strange spores, but the spores seem to every once in a while seem to clamp together like jaws around his body. And he turns towards you, points at you because it's top of the initiative, and he has an initiative of 8, and he's going to cast a spell on you, Mulgore.
Cast a
spell on you, and now you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine.
Nice.
My defense is back to normal, Jesus, by the way.
Yeah. Doesn't matter in this case. This is magic.
Oh, that's cool. Cool.
All right,
you tell me what's going on.
Actually, wait 1 sec. Let me see.
That's what you love to hear. It's like, oh no, your rules mean nothing in this place. Yeah. This is magic.
Yeah.
I can't believe you would, Cthulhu book. Yeah. I can't believe you would charge a Gabo shaman. That's like really deadly. You guys should know better.
Yeah.
Wow, the learning curve of this game is bullshit. I just took out 36 of these little bastards. Well, 35. One of them's digging to tell the tale.
Okay, yeah. So he throws a hand, and what looks like a green energy squig goes out and blasts towards Malgor. Malgor, you take. I think I already rolled. You take 4 damage from this blast.
Yikes.
Arcane energy.
Cool. Malgar is at toughness 0, but that's actually the worst thing he could do because now I've just entered into.
He's just activated your trap card.
Yeah, basically, he just activated my Doom Oath, which is basically whenever my toughness is 0, damage from your attacks is doubled.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
So basically, this giant squig energy just hits Malgar, and like some of his armor starts melting into his skin, and his hair blown back, his beard, he's fried, and then there's just silence. And then Mulgar looks up, and there's like his eyes are just red with rage. And yeah, that he's ready to go. He's down.
No. And you hear from the creature, "Oh no."
Oh no!
Jackson Garner are there in the back, going, "Oh
no!" I just imagine you slowly, like the Ultimate Warrior style, like shaking way too much, raises the hilt of his axe towards his head, and there's a small radial dial that said, "Did someone hurt you?" And he's clicking to yes, and it's like murder mode activated.
Am I ready? Bone saw is ready.
Just cuts back to you in a therapist's office, and therapist's like, you need to be able to acknowledge when something threatens you. If you can't do that, you can't get better.
Kill him. Just slash him. I felt threatened. Okay, so I guess the person who goes next is whoever goes next in the initiative.
All right, yeah, which would be Jax.
Okay, I'm gonna move 6 squares in this direction, so I'm closer in range, but still not close enough to hit him with my very loud hammer.
No, not your hammer, but your God Eye.
But my God Eye, however, can hit him, so I'm gonna do that.
Waiting for a good eye.
What am I rolling against? What's my 3 or 4?
One sec.
That's a wrap on Billy.
Yeah, well, you know what? There has to be some theater people. There has to be some kind of like Venn diagram where there's theater and Warhammer people come together.
Oh, they're there. So it's average. So
it's
you need
Hamlet.
So you need a 4 to hit it.
A 4 or higher. All right, got it. All right, that's the first attack. That's only a 1, a 6, then 2, 2, and 1. So first focus doesn't do anything, but that's still 2 damage that he would be taking.
Yep, down to 1 because as you hit, some of that energy is dissipated by his magic.
Of course, he's got some armor. Yep. And in which case, I will use my metal to take a second attack.
Okay.
So do that.
Now, those listening and wondering, like, why do they get so many attacks? And if I'm reading the rules right, I may be wrong. Be 100% honest, but from what I read, if any of them were magic users, or basically people with like spiritual power, like from a god, they can use their abilities are activated with metal, and they can do and their magic can do things like blast someone without having to worry about their defense.
Stuff like that. Fun test.
Yep.
Since we don't have that, we just got to fuck shit up with weaponry a lot. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. That's 2 6s. A 2 and a 3. I'm gonna spend my focus to bump that 3 up to a 4, making that 3 successes, and so 4 damage reduced down to
3. So you do a total of 5 damage, right?
No,
combining the 2 together. Yes. Yeah, you blast him with a God's Eye, and he looks very scorched and very hurt. He's very close to death, as far as you can tell. Next,
I flip him the bird.
Yep.
David, it's your turn if you want to go.
A bonus action.
Yeah. Excuse me. So I'm trying to figure out what my range is for my pistols.
It's medium, so basically use them effectively is up to 60. You can go higher than that, but then you risk basically a decreased accuracy.
Okay, so all right. So how many squares is that? How close do I need to get?
Basically,
every
12 squares.
It's 5. Yeah.
35. Okay, so I'm within range. That sounds good. I would like to. Who did you just shoot, Dan? Which one did you just light
only
up?
Bad guy. The
only bad guy left.
Yep.
Sorry.
The only bad guy left.
All right, cool. Yeah, I would like to shoot him, please.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and try to shoot him.
Yeah. All right, cool. Love to.
Oh wait. What did you roll last time? Because I forgot I cast a spell on him. 1 second. Let me see if I got it right. Let me just go back to his characters because he has a special ability I forgot about. 1 second.
Which is magic.
Okay, yeah. So the cave shaman's defense is 1 step higher when targeted by ranged attack. So instead of a 4, it should have been a 5 to hit him.
Oh, for me, you mean?
Yeah, for you. Do you remember what your first rolls were?
Yeah. So basically, I dealt 1 less damage. So there was one of those rolls that was a 3 that I focused up to a 4.
Okay, just one.
The rest of them were all 6s basically.
Okay.
So I did 1 less damage than
okay. Done.
All
right. So Garnet, you need 5s to hit him.
Shooty. Boo, 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 boo. You stop. It's your first day. I got nothing, so I'm going to use my focus to bring 4 up to a 5.
So you do 1 damage.
Yeah. 2.
Which boings off his armor.
But
And
but
then-
plus his so he using two pistols, right?
Oh, right. Yes, the damage from the pistols as well.
So the damage is success +1. So that'd be success +2. So that'd be 3 damage.
Yes.
So he takes 2.
All right. And then I would like to hide. Boop.
Okay. All right. Malgor.
Yeah, Malgar, Bonesaw's ready. Malgar, so I have to get to I can move what, 60?
No, you can move 30, and then you can use a free action to move another 15 if you want to.
4, 5, 6. Oh wait. And then can I use metal to do something like another action?
It's just another action. You can't use it for a move action.
Oh wait, so I can only
If I'm reading it right, yes.
1, 2, 3 to get me there.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't get any closer to that, right?
No.
I am going to chuck both my axes at him then.
You can chuck one.
Oh, I can't chuck them both?
Actually, no, I think you can dual wield with... yeah, I will say you can chuck both. You're right.
Okay, I'm going to use that spirit power.
Oh.
If you guys, Soulfire, if you guys are all cool with it, I would like to
Yeah.
just try it out. I want to achieve maximum success on a
Yes,
test instead
do
of
that.
rolling.
Fuck yeah.
Every
I was
die
just
counts as
looking at
six.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. Absolutely fucking do it. Yes.
Honestly, if you use Soulfire, you will succeed against this creature. Like,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
doubt.
Yep.
So you're free to describe it.
Yeah, jumping, charging at him like a raging bull. My character is running down this tunnel. His breath is echoing throughout the entire cave walls. Dust is building up on all that blood that is caking his body, and he jumps forward to hit this guy. But in that rage-infused mind of his is a mathematician, and that mathematician is like, "Excuse me, sir, it doesn't look like you're going to make it. Might I suggest an aerial or a ballistic throw?" And my character responds with a, and he just throws his axes like the veins in his necks are about to erupt. If he misses, the shame would kill him, and these axes sail throughout this cavern and just nails this thing right in the head. So he is taking 6 points of anger damage.
Mm-hmm. So
Love that.
there was one cave shaman. There is now 3, as he is into 3 slices, and just the 2 on the left and the right just go to the right, and there's one that stands in the middle, and you swear the 2 sides blink for a sec. He's like, oh, and then just topples. to the
Oh,
ground.
that's so crazy. There's 3 of us. Well, nice work, Billy. Now we have three times the work to fucking do.
Yep.
Yeah, my character like slams down on the top of the body, breathing heavily, and then he just starts pummeling it, like screaming in Duardin, like, "How dare you not kill me? How dare you be so weak and pathetic that you can't destroy me? You have brought me further into this shame." And by the end, it's just a pulp of like fungi. It's like a fungus fruit salad by the time it's done.
Oh.
Yeah, while this is going on, Jax is just like, hanging out near the mouth of that cave, is picking bits of garrote out of his, giant hammer, and just looks over to Garnet like, every goddamn time, I swear.
Yeah, my character
Yeah.
Garnet comes around the corner. Garnet comes around the corner of where he was recuperating, and just says, like, mumbles to himself in Duardin, like, "Yeah, how dare you be so weak and not challenge me? And is that all my blood?"
Oh, you know what this disgusting thing I just realized? I forgot to double my damage because I'm in doom mode. So this thing took like 12 points of damage. It's so gross.
Somewhere the like tombstones of his ancestors explode.
Right next to this like bundle of just like blood and like and mushroom, like the ground like starts to hill up as like a mole like pulls himself up, and that's that goblin that was digging. And he just looks up, I look at him, and then he just starts digging back down further. And just, oh, my bad.
I love it. I love it. All
I
right.
love we've been digging out like, shaman, there's
Wait, there's 3 of you now?
Yeah. Well, this has been an awkward session for all of us. I'm just gonna dig myself down. By the way, I'm not a grot. I'm a mole. So I'm just. Oh, sorry.
All right.
Sorry, listeners.
I will elect that this grot become a reoccurring character in
I
major
agree.
combat scenes.
I just glare at him as he starts digging, and then David, my character finally is like shaking in rage, but he kind of controls himself after about 10 minutes, which gives us 10 minutes to like heal our toughness.
Yep.
Oh, thank God.
And then he slowly stands up and then snarls, which you can assume it's like, come over here, and he's pointing towards the door that is, you say, is kind of just standing in the middle of this pond.
It's door. It's basically more like a door frame without a door attached.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get closer, Garnet, I need you to give me an Arcana roll.
All right, I would love to. Would using Witch Sight help? That's just to detect magic, maybe?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's usually just to detect magic. You know what? I'll let you have advantage, which means that instead of a 4+, you need a 3+.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep. And
So
I'm going to say
this
you just need 1 success on your Arcana roll. Because with Witch Sight, it's pretty easy.
Oh, shit. Would you like 4 successes? Because one of them was a 3, but I'm going to use my focus to bring it up to a 4. And you said it's difficulty 4, correct?
Yes.
All right, cool. Yeah, so that's 4
You look
successes.
upon it, and definitely, like he said, definitely a Duardin make. You're not a craftsman like Mulgore, but there's some telltale signs of Duardins made this. But also, like looking all across it, like it is etched to the gills with runes. Various runes, some you don't even recognize. And you recognize a lot of runes all across it. And as you get closer, you start going through the list of runes, like, let's see, protection. This seems to be like a protection rule of some sort. This is some sort of like, this is a weird one. And you press your hand against it, and there's a, like, as you get your hand close, there's a shock, a bit of electricity goes from you towards that gate, towards that door frame, and that energy courses through that rune and then attaches to the other runes all across that door frame.
I meant to do this.
And you realize that energy is familiar to you. It's soulbound energy, the energy that ties the three of you together. An energy for a ritual that's only now has been reinstated into the forces of order. But it is an ancient ritual from the distant past that, as far as you were aware, was not necessarily tied to your people. Maybe at least Duardin in this area were familiar with the soulbound ritual. You're not sure.
Nope, Duardin made it. Duardin made it.
Of course, yes.
Humans took it from us and claimed it as their own.
Yeah,
This is
we
our
are
thing.
the Simpsons of the Warhammer universe.
Yes.
And the energy like starts going around the door frame, and then suddenly there's a like literally like Stargate from the series. There's a and suddenly there's like just energy field in the center of that door frame.
What is that?
It's an energy field from a door frame. It probably leads somewhere. I'm gonna. This is gross. My character's gonna shake his head, pick up one of the disembodied arms from the monster mash that was left by Malgor, and then stick it through the doorway energy field, and then pull it back out.
There's still just an arm.
I throw it aside. I think it's a doorway.
Well, it's open.
Jax?
It's inviting us.
Jax, you are the one with the strongest armor.
Also, the most expensive armor.
Depending on what we find over there, you should probably go first.
And I shoot him with this. Talk to me that way again.
Yeah.
Jack's like kind of sighs and like adjusts his armor a bit and goes like, "All right, well, if I don't come back, that'll be very sad for both of you."
Mm-hmm.
And clunk, 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 and goes through the doorway.
And Jack steps through the portal.
I was lying. I don't know what that
Anyway,
is. I think it goes into an energy field. All right. Malgor.
Yeah, Mulgar stands up, wipes the blood off his beard, and then just trudges forward through the remains into the pond and through the door.
Oof.
And there's a moment where Garnet Copperbuckle
It's finally free.
turns around and looks at the way out. Guaranteed free of enemies. Safe. Full of mushrooms to collect. maybe some gems. And then sighs, puts his hands on his 2 6-shooters, and clenches his eyes, and then hops through.
Woo! And with that, the portal disappears. It is now just another unassuming door frame without a door. And that's where we close out for tonight.
Wait, an unassuming door frame? It's like saying, it's just an unassuming stairway to nowhere.
That's also like saying unassuming, like in the fucking Jones compound. Like there are so many bodies there. So many bodies. It's just like just another unassuming van.
Yep.
With the suit of a clown in the driver's seat, but no person to go with it.
All right. So then we're closing out for today. We'll come back hopefully maybe 2 weeks or 3 because people have lives. But hopefully listeners who enjoyed this, and I'm sure as many of you are commenting about all the rules I got wrong, I'll fully accept that.
Bring it. I want to learn all the rules.
I want to learn nothing. I just want to be a killing machine continuously.
Exactly.
Yeah, it sounds like
rule lets us continue to just mow.
Yeah, this is
down.
you. It's I was like shocked at how easy you killed these guys. Like I'm getting a good sense of how combat works.
No, 2/3 did well. 1/3 almost started going into wounds and did. I think I did a collective 6 damage or something like that.
Yeah.
Everyone else did double what I did.
I did 37.
No, it was not super easy. It was just easy for 2/3 of us who what are your social
we
skills
need to
again?
figure out.
Did you guys take theology? Did you even take theology, bro?
I have 2 years from Harvard, sir. I played Hamlet at Scarsdale, I'll have you know.
Yeah, you guys are doing.
We did 2 curtains. 2.
Yeah, we'll look over like all your special abilities and talents, what may have been used, what maybe needs to be like tweaked. What we'll see how you guys feel. We'll talk about it later. But did you guys overall have fun? Because it feels like you guys have fun murdering everything.
It's just ridiculous and goofy, and I love playing a madman. So yeah, I love it. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Thank you guys for letting us the Fandible crew onto your channel to spread mayhem and menace.
Yep. And like I said, hopefully we'll see what happens next session. So with that, listeners, see you later.
Dwarves for the Dwarf God.